What's good, YouTube? I go by the name of Q. If you're unfamiliar, if you are familiar, shout out to you. Welcome back to the channel. I don't know where to start. I don't know where to start. If I'm being honest with y'all, I have no clue where to start because this is craziness, right? 7 million people, 7 million Americans lost their unemployment benefits on Labor Day. 7 million people. Now, it's bad enough that we're already in the situation that we're in, right? The situation where people don't want to go back to work, the situation where some people have been laid off and they're still marketing themselves to other employers, and the fact that some people genuinely need those benefits. I sincerely feel for all parties involved, whether some were taking advantage of the situation or not. I feel for them. I feel for them because, for one, and this reason alone is, I know what it feels like to have something taken from you, especially financial gain. Having financial stability taken away from you. It's a salty feeling. It doesn't feel good at all. It leaves a bitter taste in your mouth. It's intrusive, etc. But at the end of the day, I always stress being proactive versus being reactive. We all knew this was coming. We all knew this was coming if you were paying attention, right? That's why I try my best every day, every video, to always shed some light. Even in my community posts, I try to shed some light on certain economic status, right? I pay close attention. I pay really close attention to everything that's going on in the economy, because the overall economy affects my personal economy. The way the job market looks, the way the housing market looks, the way the automotive industry looks, the way logistics look, the way inflation works. I pay attention to all of it. Every little moving part of this economy, I pay attention to it because it's important. I can't stress that enough. You must pay attention to it. You have to pay attention to it because, like I said, the overall economy affects your personal economy. You have to pay attention to every movement, everything that happens, because frolicking through life with your head in the sky or your head in the sand, that's no good. That's no good, right? Because by the time you look up and something shifts again and you feeling taken advantage of, when in reality you weren't being proactive. Being proactive is always best. Being proactive trumps being reactive every day of the week, twice on Sunday. I know from experience what being reactive can do to you, and I also know from experience what being proactive can do, and proactive has changed my life for the better. It's still changing my life because I'm proactive every single day of my life, and you should be the same way. Stop letting life just happen to you. That's what people are doing. They're just letting life happen to them, and it's unfortunate. It's unfortunate, and like I said, I feel in it here because I know for a fact some people will never get it. Some people will never get it no matter how much myself or anybody else talks about it, and I understand that. I also understand that some people will never be ready for a particular message until they're ready for that message at a particular time. Like myself, I was trash with money. I had no knowledge of finance until I sought after that information when I was ready. I had heard about all these things. I knew about all these things years prior, but it wasn't up until 5.5 years ago where I said, you know what, let me do something different. And then I sought after that information. The information is all out here. People have been talking about it, teaching it, preaching it for well over a century, probably multiple centuries if I'm being honest. But it's out there and you must take advantage. Now, as far as this job market goes, right? I want to try not to get too political, right? Because this is not what this channel is. But when you think about it, people didn't want to go to work, right? Some people say, you know what, I got these unemployment benefits, I could take my sweet time. Government was like, nah. Biden them was like, nah, you thought you had time. The time is over. It's over now. You had over a year and a half. We have 10 million job openings and you're still not employed. Make that make sense. I get it. You want to pick a particular job, whatever job you want. So you want to look around and see what you can find, the best of the best, top of the top. That makes sense. But at some point, if you're not going to start your own business, if you're not already rich, you have to figure something out. Before I started working at the railroad, I was a let me slow down. Let me slow down because I'm getting fired up now. I don't know if I got like I feel old as hell what I'm about to say right now. I don't know if I have some I don't know if I have some boomer in me, but I was a janitor. I actually made a video expressing that and documenting that I was a janitor before I got the job that I got now, and I didn't care. I didn't have no pride. Yes, I was cleaning toilets. Yes, I was scrubbing showers. Yes, I was waxing floors. It put money in my pocket. It was a stepping stone for me to reach my next level. I worked there for 3 years. For three whole years, and all while I was there, I was like, man, I can't wait to get out of here. But I had an exit strategy. I had an exit strategy. They paid me just enough. They paid me just enough to keep me around where it's like, damn, okay, this is a good enough amount of money. If he's smart, he'll take it and we can keep him for a little bit. But I was smart, but I was smarter than what they had in mind for me. So keep that in mind. Sometimes you got to take a job you don't like. Sometimes you got to take a job you don't love or you don't care about to feed yourself, to pay your bills, to pad your savings, to invest a little bit, to move on to that next phase of your life. None of this stuff is permanent anyway. I talk about that a lot. Everything I look at is a level before the next. Everything. Everything is a level before the next, right? I feel like that's the whole purpose or journey of life. Until you get to a particular point in your life where you say, okay, I'm done, I'm tapping out, I'm cool where I am, I don't need or want for anything, I'm safe, I can retire, then you must always, and I mean always, seek elevation. Unless you just throwing in a white towel, right? Unless you just giving up completely. And I don't condone that. I don't condone giving up at all because life is not easy. No matter where you go, no matter what you do, it's always going to be a level of difficulty. It's always going to be a degree of difficulty. And I think that's what people are afraid of, man. People are afraid of what's difficult. Now, as far as these jobs, like I said, I done got off track. All these job openings, all these benefits are being taken. So if you want to get any of these jobs and you're anti-jab is the best way to put it, then it's going to be that much more difficult for you to find work, right? How the government is playing it, no jab, no job. And if you can't see that, then I don't know. Maybe you'll be able to see it now, but that's how they're playing it. They've been trying to sell people things to get them to take that vaccine. They've been doing giveaways and raffles, and they've been trying to get people to get this jab, right? So the chess move on their end is, you know what? How about we wrap up these unemployment benefits, and how about we require these jobs to mandate this jab, right? So we take away the benefits. These people are going to need jobs. We're going to require that you get the jab to get the job. Now the ball is in our court. The ball is in our court. And like I said, if you're anti-jab, then you're better off just starting a business. You're going to have to find something that pays under the table. And I don't know what else to say because that's just what it is. It's completely unfortunate. I think it's unconstitutional if I'm being honest, right? And again, I don't want to make this political or, I don't care if you're anti or if you're pro. Whatever works for you works for you. But that's exactly what it is. And that's why it's important to keep your eyes open. That's the whole point of this video. I want to shed some light and show the things that I see that other people may not see. And don't take this as me being prophetic in any way. It's just me having just a smidge of foresight and not too much foresight. You don't need much foresight, in my honest opinion, to see what's going on out here. I can't say for certain what the next move is going to be, but just know it's going to be huge. It's going to be huge. And over the next 4 months, this last quarter of the year is going to be really interesting. It's going to be really insightful. And now is the best time to take advantage of any opportunity that you have at your disposal, right? If you are fortunate enough to have a consistent fixed income, whether it don't even have to be fixed. If you have money coming in, figure out the best thing to do with that money. Whether you're paying off debt, whether you're saving a little bit because you're not sure what's going to come, whether you're investing, do something. Do something proactive that's going to get you ahead of the curve and keep you there. That's the best thing you can do. Refinance certain things, cut back on some expenses, pick up some overtime, start a side hustle, do Uber, do one of these dirty odd jobs that you don't care nothing about or like about, just to build up some extra funds to put in your savings. Do something proactive. It's dark times for a lot of people out here. A lot of people are scrambling, trying to figure out their next move. And like I said, it's unfortunate. And anybody watching this video, any one of my people, any member of the Q crew, I don't want you being one of those people. I don't want you being one of those people, right? So take action, come up with a plan, work that plan consistently. Even if you fall off from time to time, stick with it. My journey hasn't been smooth, right? I just posted some pictures today. We're still working on the other side of this basement. It's been over a year. Still working on it because I'm trying to save money, right? I'm trying to save money. I could have paid somebody to fix that, but instead, I rather had put that money into investments and put it to work. We'll do the sweat equity over here. In the future, that'll be a different story because this is a headache that I don't wish on nobody, but it is what it is. Take advantage of your circumstances. Do what you can to get ahead and stay ahead, and that's pretty much all I got for y'all today. Let me know what y'all think in the comments. It's really ugly out here right now, and it's gonna get even uglier. It's gonna get even uglier moving forward because people's hands are getting forced. So like this video if you like it. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't. Also follow me on IG. Q Makes It Happen on Instagram. Go show your boy some love. I go by the name of Q, and like I always say, if Q can make it happen, you can make it happen. I'll holler at y'all next video. Peace.